80% of African Americans, stop pretending, cannot afford to come to Africa.
Wow, really?
I'm saying they cannot afford. They may want it in their heart, but America has them shoed, have them bootstrapped, tied. Because guess what? They have to pay mortgage every month. They have to pay their car note every month. They have to pay their insurance every month. They can't even watch DSTV unless they pay every month.
Wow.
So how are you going to have money to say, let me go back and learn about my family, my history, my roots when every month you have to worry about, I got to pay this. I got to pay. When do you get a break to think?
Wow.
But that's the system. This allows me to control you left, right. Because you never have time to stop and say, oh, how do I work on this or where do I go from here? You don't have that time. And when you live in America, most people, if they're being honest, on the first of the month, from the first to about the 20th, 25th of the month is when you finish paying your bills.
Wow. Wow.
You probably got about maybe 5 to 7 days in a month that you can actually think without thinking about paying a bill.
So, hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. So actually there is a video that I saw and I don't feel like it's something that we can control, but however it's something which is it's so sad and it's happening out there. And I also came across the video and I felt like it's imperative if I showed you. And first I want to know if you guys agree with what this man says, if it's true. Well, I'll let her go ahead and maybe try help you from where I can, from how I feel like I can help you from my perspective. So there's this man claiming that 80% of African Americans cannot afford to come to Africa. Okay, I may understand there might be an issue with financial constraints and the government out there as in your boots, just as he has described. So sometimes I know it's difficult and every odd you feel like it's against you, and maybe you're just somebody who wants to come to Africa and experience your roots and everything that it entails. Now, this video I've created to encourage you that regardless of everything that happens, keep on pushing. If you're somebody who wants to still to come to Africa, I urge you to keep pushing because it's never late. You saw that video that I made to Kate. She's 70 years, but she came to Africa at her age. So you understand that it is possible for you to come to Africa regardless of your age. Just be strategic. The little amount that you get, kindly try to save, and until that time you feel like your money is enough for you to come to Africa, that's when you can decide to come to Africa. Sometimes it's always not easy journey because it involves saving and saving and saving. For example, if you're a person living in on a payroll that you have to feed your family, you know, maybe they even find the finances for the basic needs, it's not enough for you and you feel like it's not working for you. So I've created this video just to encourage you that it's possible. You can save and come find a place in Africa. Let nobody tells you that land has ended in Africa. Land cannot end. Like, there is no way we can say that there is no land in Africa. For example, in my country, if you have like around 405.54 USD, you can get a 1 acre land. That's equivalent to 60,000 shillings, 60,000 Kenyan shillings. So if you come to Africa with around 405.54 USD, it's easier for you to secure a 1 acre land. I'm talking about those people who doesn't have a lot of money but want to come to Africa. That's why I'm encouraging you to save a little, Also, the issue of land in Africa, it's also crucial. Kindly do your research. Do your research before coming. Because you might end up being scammed that little amount of money that you have. As I created for you a video, like you saw Africans being charged exorbitantly. So always find a person who you trust first. before even getting the land, because it's important for you. Get a person who you trust, let them help you get the land, and ensure that the land is from a good source, so that later on there are no issues. Also ensure that you get your somebody who will represent you when matters arises. I'm talking about your lawyer, maybe, when you getting a piece of land. Ensure that you receive the legal documents that are legit from a given place, that shows that this land is legit. So guys, this video just created for a person who is working for small amount of money. Maybe you're a person who wants to save for 5 years. Maybe you're a person who wants to save for 3 years. Kindly save. And as I told you, coming back to your home has no age limit. Even if it will take you 10 years, kindly save up for it. This is your video. Africa is so big and it will never run out of space. So you just save, go with your pace, don't stress up. If you're willing to come, I pray the Almighty God will open for you ways for you to come to Africa. If you really want to come to Africa, there is nothing that will stop you. It's not even the financial constraints that will stop you. Let me tell you, if you are willing to come to Africa, like if you have the zeal and the zest of coming to Africa, these are just small things. So I will just urge you to save up, and in the meantime, do your research of how things like land, acquiring land operate in Africa, and also acquire the legal documents of coming to Africa. For example, in my country, Kenya, the western side of the country, the land is so cheap. The reason why the land is so cheap, it's not a scam. The reason the land is so cheap because these are places where people stay, but then there are a large piece of land to the extent that the settlers want to sell some part of it, and they have pieces of land that they also do agriculture in them. So if you come to Kenya, always consider coming to the western side of Africa. So it's not in the city. Let me tell you that for free. It's not in the city. But if you want to stay in the city, you could spare some day, maybe put your family in the rural area and then come to urban area. That's in Nairobi. That's the central city. That's in Nairobi. So please, however much time it will take you to save to come to Africa, save for it. I'm talking about those people who have the zeal and the zest of coming to Africa. Please save up, please save up, please save up, because it will count. And when it start counting, you'll say it was worth it coming to Africa. And also another thing that will help you is the exchange rates. You see, maybe if you are being paid, maybe you are staying in the United States and you're coming to Africa, for example, in the West Africa, the currency exchange favors them highly. So if you have the money and you come to settle to western part of Africa, now that's not Kenya, but western part of Africa, you will have a lot of money in exchange when you come. So it will be also easier for you to acquire a lot of acquire a lot of land maybe in those places. And so guys, this is Eugene from Kenya, and I saw that video and it really disturbed me, and I felt like I'm obliged to do this video to you to show you that coming to Africa, it's something that we all can do if we believe in, if we put our hearts in coming to our homeland. That's something which is possible. So all my fans from the United States, thank you for your subscription, and all those new viewers who are watching this video for the first time, thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel. This is Eugene from Kenya. I will also be encouraging you to come to Africa. Please don't give up. I know the media might find ways of making you give up coming to your homeland. No, we are not giving up. We are going to find our roots, and I'll be behind you to always remind you to come to your country. And please save the money. 5 years time, you will want to come to Africa. I'm talking for those people who are still don't have enough money to come to Africa. Just do your research. When you feel like your money is enough, please come home, because we love you so much. I don't know how to express how I do love you guys, but please come to Africa. you will regret it. You won't regret it. It's something that happens once in a lifetime, and everyone that's come to Africa always have a message to their people, something which is beautiful that has ever happened to them. So guys, thank you. It's a good evening in Kenya right now. Probably it's dawn on your side if you're in the United States. I don't know, but good morning from your side, and let's see me in my next video. I love you guys, so have a nice time. Salute.